You're a summoner? That's the weakest class in the world. The moment Lin Xiao awakened his class, everyone laughed at him. His rival called him trash. No team wanted him. No one believed he could clear a dungeon. Even a normal combat class was considered better than becoming a summoner. But they had no idea. Lin Xiao had awakened a unique S-tier talent. A talent so powerful that nobody else in the world could ever obtain it. Every single day, he gains a brand new S-rank talent. His first summon was just a tiny skeleton. Weak, pathetic, worthless. But after receiving an S-rank talent, it evolved into a terrifying Death Knight. A monster capable of slaughtering entire armies. Then his slime gained the power of endless evolution through devouring. His goblin became a master of legendary weapons. And that was only the beginning. While other people struggled to make one summon stronger, Lin Xiao gave countless S-rank talents to all of his summons. Every day they evolved. Every day they grew stronger. Every day they became more terrifying. Geniuses? Prodigies? Heroes? None of them could even defeat his weakest summon. Then the abyss descended upon the world. Demon gods appeared. Ancient monsters awakened. Even the gods themselves looked down upon humanity. But when humanity stood on the edge of extinction, one man stepped forward. Behind him stood an army powerful enough to shake heaven and earth. An army of death knights, ancient beasts, divine creatures, and beings powerful enough to rival gods. The world finally realized one terrifying truth. The strongest army was never an army. The strongest kingdom was never a kingdom. It was one summoner, and his summons. This is the story of Lin Xiao, the summoner who turned the weakest class into the strongest existence in the world. Week 1 8-hour video will be uploaded. All novels uploaded here are completed, so you will get a full story without searching or waiting. I have listened to the translated version on web, and there are no major problems with translation. If you want Chinese novel translated, give me the original name of the novel and I will respond to your request as soon as possible. Please make sure your request is on the latest video. If you hear this "u" sound in the novel, it means either question mark or some space is left, like getting materials or experience gained there more but not shown. If after a name is used and after there is silence, it means exclamation marks were used as in shock. I don't know if this will happen in recorded one, but it happened in web version. Chapter 78. When the vice principal and the three deans found Lin Xiao, they discovered that the abyssal demon was gone. But they were surprised to find that Lin Xiao was still alive. Lin Xiao, are you all right? Where's the abyssal demon? Although he was shocked that Lin Xiao was still alive, he first inquired about the abyssal demon's situation. Lin Xiao looked at them with confusion, not answering immediately. I am Zhou Dong, Dean of the Combat Academy. This is Vice Principal Song Mingzhang. This is Gu Lan, Dean of the Healing Academy. And this is Zhao Haochen, Dean of the Defense Academy. Zhou Dong introduced everyone. Lin Xiao immediately understood. They were from Imperial Capital University. He just hadn't expected the vice principal and three deans to come together. Lin Xiao nodded, then said, They just ran away. Ran away? Song Mingzhang frowned, because he hadn't received any news of the abyssal demon leaving when he arrived. You scared them away? Gu Lan asked subconsciously. Lin Xiao didn't deny it. Something like that. The four were shocked. They had heard that Lin Xiao had a record of repelling an abyssal demon, but they all believed it was an exaggerated rumor. Now, they didn't expect it to be true. Although they weren't entirely convinced, Lin Xiao's unharmed state was the most powerful evidence. There are chunks of meat here, human meat. Zhao Haochen noticed a piece of residual meat on the ground, immediately picked it up, and found it was part of a human. Besides Lin Xiao, someone else had fallen victim to the abyssal demon. Lin Xiao glanced at it and openly admitted, Serena didn't kill that. I did. You killed it. Song Mingzhang frowned. Can you explain the situation at the time, and how you managed to repel the abyssal demon? This was what he wanted to know most. After all, it was unbelievable that Lin Xiao, who was not even level 20, had repelled an abyssal demon over level 70. Explain now. No. Lin Xiao pointed to the ranking in the sky. I'm still taking the exam. Currently, he was no longer in first place, having been replaced by Ixue. He himself had dropped out of the top 50. However, what surprised Lin Xiao was that Jiang Ningxue was actually in 10th place. This was something he hadn't anticipated at all. Song Mingzhang was speechless, thinking it was something serious. The exam isn't urgent. Information about the abyssal demon is more important. With your abilities, getting into Imperial Capital University is absolutely no problem, Song Mingzhang said. Lin Xiao was stunned. Does that mean I don't need to continue the exam to pass? Not exactly. After we understand the situation, you will still need to return to take the exam. These are the rules. Song Mingzhang paused, then added, you can understand it as you're already on the shortlist. Oh, Lin Xiao immediately understood. It's a prearranged admission, right? Song Mingzhang didn't say anything, but Lin Xiao still shook his head. It's still too much trouble and unnecessary. Besides, I recorded the whole thing. Recorded it? Song Mingzhang was taken aback. The three deans also looked at Lin Xiao in confusion. Did he know the abyssal demon would come for him, so he specifically prepared recording equipment? That couldn't be. Could it? And was it even necessary? Yes. Lin Xiao took out a pinhole camera from his person and then explained the general situation to them. Actually, when Principal Jiang Ming reminded him that Li Qifa might try something, Lin Xiao had already been thinking about how to guard against him. After much thought, he decided to record Li Qifa's actions, which could later serve as evidence, lest it be difficult to explain. The vice principal looked at the camera in his hand, and after hearing Lin Xiao's explanation, fell into a brief silence. This kid is quite well prepared. Since they had this, there was no need to take Lin Xiao back to question him now. You continue with your exam. After it's over, if needed, I'll come find you again. After giving his instructions, Song Mingzhang left the secret realm dungeon with the three deans. Outside the examination hall, the scenes inside the dungeon were also projected outside, but they randomly projected student screens, rotating every once in a while. At this moment, Jiang Ming was somewhat anxious because he hadn't seen Lin Xiao for a long time. Moreover, his ranking kept dropping, and his points had barely increased. Old Jiang, I told you not to be too proud. Look how long it's been, and your precious student has already fallen out of the top 50. Chi Bai saw Jiang Ming's anxious look and couldn't help but mock him. The college entrance examination is full of hidden talents, let alone this examination hall for Imperial Capital University. In your eyes, Lin Xiao is excellent, but here he's just ordinary. Another principal chimed in. Jiang Ming ignored them, constantly searching for Lin Xiao's screen and paying attention to his points. What on earth happened? Why haven't Lin Xiao's points moved at all? Not only Jiang Ming had this question, but some examinees inside the dungeon also had the same doubt. Lin Xiao's points haven't moved for most of the day. What happened to him? Bai Yixue glanced at the ranking in the sky and noticed that Lin Xiao still had the same score, completely unchanged. This situation was extremely abnormal. However, she didn't have time to think much at the moment and continued to focus on the battle. The second-place contestant was chasing her very closely. If she relaxed even a little, she would be caught up. Why aren't Lin Xiao's points moving? He couldn't have been eliminated, could he? Jiang Ningxue, who had entered the second stage, was very worried when she saw Lin Xiao's points hadn't moved. Just as he was about to continue fighting, he suddenly saw Lin Xiao's points change and excitedly shouted, "It's moving, it's finally moving." A small room in the proctor's office. The principal and deans of Imperial Capital University were gathered here, watching the video retrieved from Lin Xiao. When they saw that the abyssal demon Lin Xiao faced was not only Serena but also Curse Frost, everyone's faces showed shock, because Curse Frost was an extremely difficult abyssal demon to deal with. Many of their instructors had died under Curse Frost's curse. My heavens! What did he do to turn Curse Frost into a giant snot worm? The curse on Curse Frost was actually eliminated by Lin Xiao. Does he have such a powerful purification item? He's too bold. actually daring to instigate Serena to kill Curse Frost. Watching Lin Xiao's performance in the video, even though it was from a first-person perspective, every one of Lin Xiao's actions shocked them. Calmly facing the abyssal demon, purifying Curse Frost's own curse, breaking its defense, sowing discord, using a borrowed knife to kill. This completely didn't look like a novice professional. Incredible, repelling 2 abyssal demons without a summoned beast. Even the god of war at this age couldn't have repelled 2 abyssal demons. Song Mingzhong exclaimed. He's not even level 20. An unknown dean suddenly spoke, silencing everyone. Chapter 79. Lin Xiao began to catch up on lost progress, summoning all his summoned beasts and sending them out to kill enemies together. This is the good thing about summoners. You don't need to do anything manually. Everything is handled by the summoned beasts. While waiting, Lin Xiao tallied the spoils obtained from Curse Frost. Scepter of Curse. Quality, Epic. Applicable level, None. Applicable class, all classes. Attributes. Constitution plus 30,000, Strength plus 3,000, Intelligence plus 10,000, Spirit plus 2,000, Magic power plus 20,000. Such high attribute bonuses, and no level restriction. After seeing the attributes of the Scepter of Curse, Lin Xiao exclaimed how outrageous it was. Not only is there no level restriction, but there's also no class restriction. This means even a warrior can equip this weapon. Lin Xiao continued to look at the equipment effects. Effect 1. When carried, randomly gain 1 curse, then gain 1 more curse every hour for 12 hours. Effect 2. Each time an attack is initiated, the enemy randomly gains 1 curse. When 10 curses are accumulated, Death Countdown is triggered. A Death Countdown. The cursed target dies after 1 day. Lin Xiao was startled when he saw the equipment effects. This equipment actually comes with negative effects. Gaining a curse every hour is too terrifying. Lin Xiao had encountered many types of curses, and the most perverse one was the evil dragon's curse, which could kill you if you weren't careful. Although the side effect is huge, the other effect is also quite perverse. 10 attacks can kill the opponent, but only after 1 day. This equipment should be given to the Goblin King. With the King's treasury, the equipment's effects won't be triggered. Lin Xiao immediately decided the ownership of this equipment. Continue. Open Abyssal Demon Treasure Chest. You have received a curse, Death Countdown. Lin Xiao. No way, so unlucky. The first thing I get is a curse, and the most terrifying one at that. Lin Xiao couldn't help but complain. Opening an abyss treasure chest comes with certain risks, but Lin Xiao didn't expect to encounter one himself. He had just encountered this curse. This means he would die in 1 day. Due to your Venus blessing, the Death Countdown effect has been purified. Ha! Lin Xiao was stunned. Then a smile appeared on his face. This blessing ability is truly powerful. It still has an effect after all this time. Fortunately, Venus blessing was still active, otherwise he would have wasted another one. There was only one such useful item left. Obtained Soul Hunting Staff *1. Soul Hunting Staff. Quality, Epic. Applicable level, 20. Applicable classes, Priest, Mage, Summoner. Attributes. Constitution plus 8,000, Strength plus 2,000, Intelligence plus 10,000, Spirit plus 6,000, Magic power plus 10,000. Effect 1. Soul Absorption. When killing a target, absorb and store its soul. Damage increases by 1% for each soul stored. Effect 2. Soul Impact. Consume stored souls to attack, dealing soul *2000 damage. Effect 3. Hunter. When attacked by ghost, specter, soul-type creatures, damage taken is reduced by 50%, and damage dealt is increased by 200%. Lin Xiao exclaimed, looking at the equipment's attributes. This staff is pretty good. This damage increase can be directly applied to summoned beasts, which is a good improvement. Once I reach the level, I can replace the blood magic staff. He rarely summoned the blood demon to fight now, even though, based on his own attributes, the blood demon also had decent combat capabilities. But there was absolutely no need for it. With the Death Knight, Slime, and Savage Mechanical Ox, his combat power was already more than sufficient. The Blood Magic Staff can be given to the Goblin King. After all, it's a legendary quality equipment. He looked at the last loot. The Curse Gift Box. Curse Gift Box. Upon opening, the target randomly gains a curse. Oh, a Curse Blind Box. This is actually pretty good. He could use this to try his luck against tricky enemies. If he could get an instant death curse, that would be truly amazing. Counting the time he was attacked by Serena, the first day was almost over. As expected of the college entrance examination organized by Imperial Capital University, with so many of my summoned beasts attacking together, I can't even get into the top 30. Lin Xiao looked at the ranking board in the sky. The name Bai Yixue shone particularly brightly. However, she wasn't always in the first position. Sometimes she would be surpassed by a man named Wang Jinping, who was in second place. But she would quickly reclaim it. Everyone is working very hard. Lin Xiao hasn't dropped out of the top 10 once. He glanced at his own ranking, which had risen significantly from before, but breaking into the top 30 was not so easy. It must be said that these guys are truly abnormal. However, it's also possible that they've entered the second phase. Otherwise, I can't understand why Lin Xiao is still in 10th place. Just then, a mechanical electronic voice sounded. The first day of the examination is about to end. Please note that candidates who fail to proceed to the second phase will be eliminated. The first day of the examination is about to end. Please note that candidates who fail to proceed to the second phase will be eliminated. The first day of the examination. The prompt was repeated 3 times. I can't stay here any longer. I need to go to the second phase. Lin Xiao immediately recalled the Death Knight and others who were fighting outside and quickly headed to the second phase area. The second phase took place in a dense forest. As he stepped into the forest, the mechanical electronic voice sounded again. The second phase of the examination has begun. Please select your teammates. 5 virtual figures appeared before Lin Xiao, representing 5 different classes. The second phase is mainly team combat. I thought I'd be teaming up with other candidates, but I didn't expect to choose my own teammates. This somewhat surprised Lin Xiao. However, why isn't there a summoner? Lin Xiao couldn't help but complain. After a quick glance at the various classes, Lin Xiao directly chose the priest, assassin, and mage classes. Generally speaking, teammates would only be a burden to him. But this was a special dungeon mechanism, and he couldn't proceed without choosing. So he chose 3 support roles for the backline. At least they could play some role in combat. If they were warrior or guardian class, putting aside whether he needed them, he was afraid his summoned beasts might accidentally step on them and kill them. If losing teammates resulted in point deductions, that would be a huge loss. So he still chose 3 classes that would stay in the back. Although not all assassin classes are backline support types, he could directly send him out to gather information. Selection complete. The second phase of the examination has begun. Please lead your team to gain more points in the forest. Chapter 80. Having 3 extra teammates made no difference or provided any help to Lin Xiao. His summoned beasts were still the main force. A D-rank hidden map has been discovered nearby. A mechanical electronic voice suddenly rang out. A hidden map? Lin Xiao stopped. There's actually a prompt? He looked around and quickly found the location of the hidden map using the abyssal eye. Hidden map discovered. Rank D. D rank. Lin Xiao knew this hidden map was specially created by Imperial Capital University, but he didn't expect it to have different ranks. Perhaps the higher the rank of the hidden map, the more points you get. Lin Xiao called the savage mechanical ox and had it uproot the tree in front of him, which was heavily entwined with vines. After the tree was pulled out, an entrance appeared. The hidden map was small. After just a few steps, he saw the monster inside. It was a plant vine monster shaped like a deer. Thorn deer, elite. Level 15. Quality, rare. Status, enhanced.
Constitution, 12 000.
Strength, 1000. Intelligence, 2000. Magic power, 5000. Spirit, 300. Agility, 200. Skills, Thorn Ground Spike, Lush Growth, Deer Leap, Sunlight Cannon. It's a monster skilled in using magic. Were these attributes specially enhanced? It was absurd for a level 15 monster to have these attributes, and since it wasn't an abyss monster, it was clearly enhanced. The hidden map must be the area where they were enhanced. Lin Xiao guessed, then noticed a treasure chest placed behind the thorn deer. At that moment, the thorn deer also noticed Lin Xiao's appearance and immediately launched an attack. Thorns rapidly jutted out from the ground, attacking Lin Xiao's location like sharp spikes. The savage mechanical ox immediately stepped forward, blocking the attack, then locked onto the thorn deer and blasted it with a destruction fire cannon. Boom! Flames filled the air, raging fires ignited all around, and an agile figure leaped out of the blaze. The savage mechanical ox immediately tracked the thorn deer's path, raised the giant axe in its hand, and chopped down violently. Crash! The ground shook violently. The thorn deer couldn't dodge in time and was heavily wounded on the ground. Before it could get up, the giant axe smashed down, instantly crushing it to pieces. By the time the savage mechanical ox walked over and picked up the giant axe, the thorn deer had already turned into a pile of rotten leaves. Successfully killed the thorn deer. Points plus 3,000. 3,000? I got 3,000 points just for this. Lin Xiao was shocked to see the number of points acquired. No wonder it was so hard to catch up to them in the first stage. It turned out the second stage offered so many points. Teamwork score, 0. Extra points plus 0. Teamwork score? There are extra points for teamwork. Lin Xiao frowned. Did he just miss out on something? I wonder how many extra points this teamwork bonus grants. I'll let my teammates contribute later. The second stage mainly tests team capability, so it's normal to have extra points, just like an exam that wouldn't consist solely of multiple choice questions. If the team point reward is decent, he could slow down the fight next time and let his teammates make a contribution. Walking forward, Lin Xiao opened the treasure chest in front of him. Opened points treasure chest. Next point acquisition doubled. Points doubled? There's actually an item that increases points. Lin Xiao felt like he had missed a huge opportunity. If he had known the second stage had items like this, he should have entered earlier. For the next doubled point acquisition, the most beneficial thing would be to find a hidden map, especially a higher rank one. Lin Xiao murmured that it would be a waste if he just killed a random monster. With the help of the Abyssal Eye, finding a hidden map is easy, but it seems the dungeon also gives prompts. Is this encouraging us to fight more elite monsters like this? Lin Xiao could understand. After all, not everyone had the ability to see hidden maps. If they spent all their time searching for hidden maps, it would be a waste of time. It's better to just give prompts and let them fight to their heart's content. Hidden map discovered. Rank D. Hidden map discovered. Rank D. Hidden map discovered. Rank C. As he went deeper, many hidden maps appeared, but Lin Xiao didn't enter any of them. He just quietly noted their locations to return later. Hidden map discovered. Rank B. Before the mechanical electronic voice could give the alert, the abyssal demon eye popped up a notification. B rank? That's not bad. I'll choose this one. Lin Xiao immediately entered. Just like the thorn deer he encountered before, there was one elite monster and one treasure chest. Mountain Knocking Tiger, Elite. Level 15. Quality, Rare. Status, Enhanced.
Constitution, 50 000.
Do. A Strength-type monster. This time, Lin Xiao did not summon the savage mechanical ox. Instead, he chose the Goblin King. The savage mechanical ox was also Strength-type, and if it fought aggressively, the Mountain Knocking Tiger probably wouldn't last long, leaving no room for the teammates to contribute. It's finally the king's turn to act. Time to test the king's current strength. The Goblin King was eager to try. Since advancing from chieftain to king, he hadn't encountered a decent opponent, but this time he finally had one worth his attention. You don't need to fight. Just let your subordinates handle it. Huh? Are you looking down on me? The Goblin King instantly showed displeasure. You are the king of the goblins. How can you casually take action? Besides, this mountain-knocking tiger isn't very strong. It would be beneath you to fight it. The Goblin King paused, feeling that Lin Xiao made a lot of sense. What you said is quite reasonable. I'll leave it to my warriors then. 2 goblin warriors, 2 goblin guards, and 1 goblin priest were summoned in succession. Looking at this small squad, Lin Xiao couldn't help but think. If the chieftain talent were upgraded, would he be able to summon more goblins? To form an army? But for now, that was just a thought. He didn't have enough talents available to help another talent advance. The goblin warriors and the others launched their attack. Lin Xiao ordered his teammates to provide support, successfully killed the mountain-knocking tiger, points plus 10,000, doubled. Teamwork plus 20, points plus 2,000. Half an hour later, the mountain-knocking tiger was finally killed. The Goblin King had to step in at the end. 12,000 points. However, Lin Xiao's expression didn't show much joy. I'd rather go solo, Lin Xiao said. Although he gained an extra 2,000 points, it cost him significantly more time, making the trade-off unfavorable. Open points treasure chest. Points plus 5,000. Obtained S-rank hidden map guidance fragment. S-rank hidden map guidance fragment? Lin Xiao was puzzled and immediately checked it. S-rank hidden map guidance fragment. A map guidance fragment specially produced by Imperial Capital University. Only obtainable in B rank or higher hidden maps. Collect 5 fragments to receive directional map guidance. Remaining fragments. 19/30ths. Oh, there's actually such a good item. Chapter 81. Made a fire, cooked a meal. Even within the secret realm dungeon, the outside world's time rules were followed. It was already night, but the sky was still exceptionally dazzling. This wasn't the moon's radiance, but the light emanating from the first place name. Imperial Capital University must be doing this on purpose, making the name so bright in the middle of the night. Lin Xiao grumbled while gnawing on a roasted chicken leg. The first place light was a bit too attention-grabbing. I'll probably catch up tomorrow. Lin Xiao looked at his ranking. Lin Xiao, 100,000. He was currently in 13th place. First place was still by Yixue with a score of 200,000 points. Second place, Wang Jinping, was only 10,000 points behind. The gap wasn't large. Clearing a B-rank hidden dungeon would be enough to catch up. I don't seem to have encountered many A-rank hidden dungeons. I wonder how many points they give. Lin Xiao muttered as he ate his roasted chicken leg. He glanced at the S-rank hidden dungeon guide fragments in his hand. Only 17 remained, which meant 2 more hidden dungeons above B-rank had been cleared. Suddenly, the light in the sky flickered, and by Ishua's points changed again. 220,000 now. That guy must have cleared an A-rank hidden dungeon, and one with a double bonus at that, otherwise it wouldn't have increased so much. He then noticed that Wang Jinping in second place had also gained 10,000 points. Meanwhile, he had dropped to 15th place. These guys are too competitive. Don't they rest at night? Lin Xiao couldn't help but complain as he watched his ranking slide. Throwing the eaten chicken leg bone aside, he also decided not to rest and prepared to continue searching for hidden dungeons. Talent Golden Legend. Triggered. Obtained talent. Frozen Heart. S-rank. Frozen Heart. Ice-type skill damage greatly increased. When attacking frozen enemies, inflicts Ice Break effect. Ice Break. Deals massive damage. Ice resistance minus 50%. It can strengthen ice-type damage. Slime having ice magic also barely fits, but I'll save it for now. Lin Xiao decided to keep it for now. If he got a powerful ice-type summoned beast later, he could give it to them. Otherwise, he would keep it as upgrade material for other talents, or to boost Slime's combat power. Packing his things and setting off, Lin Xiao stopped when he passed a river, looking ahead with a puzzled gaze. Hidden dungeon discovered. Rank S. S-rank hidden dungeon? This must be a joke. Lin Xiao first thought he was seeing things. S-rank hidden dungeons weren't supposed to Taking out the S-rank hidden dungeon guide fragment, Lin Xiao immediately understood. He had misunderstood from the beginning. It wasn't that he needed to collect all the fragments to open an S-rank hidden dungeon, but that collecting the fragments would provide a guide. I didn't get a dungeon prompt when I approached. If it weren't for the Abyssal Eyes prompt, I probably wouldn't have discovered this S-rank hidden dungeon here. Lin Xiao quickly approached the hidden dungeon entrance, and a prompt popped up. The danger level ahead is extremely high. It is recommended to proceed within your capabilities. It was just a simple reminder, meaning he could enter. Since I've found it, there's no reason not to go in. I just don't know how strong the monsters in an S-rank hidden dungeon are. Lin Xiao walked in with a hint of excitement. He was very confident in himself and wasn't afraid of not being able to defeat them. The reason was simple. He had many people. Hidden dungeons usually had a configuration of one monster per treasure chest, but he was a summoner directly suppressing them with numbers. No matter how strong the monsters were, a continuous battle would wear them down. On the other side, after dealing with the elite monster in the A-rank hidden dungeon, Bai Yixue didn't continue, choosing to rest and recover her stamina. Her chosen teammates were 2 warriors and 1 guardian. As for why there were no priests or mages, it was because they were completely unnecessary. She alone could fulfill both roles. Lin Xiao is already in 15th place. What fast progress. While resting and recovering her stamina, Bai Yixue checked the point rankings of others. She found that Lin Xiao's growth was astonishing. He had already climbed to 15th place, having previously been outside the top 50. Although I don't know why his points weren't moving before at this rate, it won't be long before he catches up to me. Bai Yixue murmured. This catching up speed was too fast. If he hadn't paused for a while, she might have been left far behind. However, I'm not afraid of him catching up to me. Bai Yixue looked at the S-rank hidden dungeon guide fragments she had obtained. She already had 5 fragments, enough to locate an S-rank hidden dungeon. Defeating the monsters in an S-rank hidden dungeon would create a significant lead. I still need to obtain a point-doubling item before I go defeat the monsters in the S-rank hidden dungeon. Bai Yixue already had a plan in mind. I'll rest tonight, recover my stamina, and then go all out tomorrow. She wasn't in a hurry. The S-rank hidden dungeon was her biggest guarantee to leave others far behind. So, what she needed to do now was to conserve her energy to fight better. The next morning, after clearing 2 D-rank hidden dungeons, Bai Yixue finally obtained a point-doubling item from a point treasure chest. I can start now. She took out the fragments and fused them, and then a guide route appeared before her eyes. S-rank hidden dungeon location has been marked. But just as Bai Yixue was about to head there, the guide route changed again. New S-rank hidden dungeon has been marked. Bai Yixue, the route had changed again. Why did the route suddenly change? While she was puzzled, a mechanical electronic voice sounded in the sky, audible no matter which difficulty of Secret Realm dungeon one chose. Lin Xiao has cleared an S-rank hidden dungeon. Remaining quantity, 5. Hearing the sky's prompt, Bai Yixue was stunned. Her eyes filled with shock. She initially thought she misheard and quickly looked at the rankings above, finding Lin Xiao's name prominently in 5th place. 150,000 points. He directly gained 50,000 points. He really cleared an S-rank hidden dungeon. But how is this possible? He actually collected the S-rank hidden dungeon guide fragments faster than me. If that's the case, his ranking shouldn't be so low. Did he accidentally discover an S-rank hidden dungeon? This was the only possibility. Bai Yixue took a deep breath, looked at Lin Xiao's name, and murmured. During the Dragon Flame Group assessment, I knew he wasn't simple, but I still underestimated him. But I won't let you catch up to me. Composing herself, Bai Yixue quickly rushed to the S-rank hidden dungeon's location with her teammates. She believed this notification must have also stimulated many other people. Chapter 82. The news was not only received by the geniuses who chose to challenge the nightmare level, but also by candidates in other difficulty levels. S-rank hidden map? My goodness, there's actually an S-rank hidden map? It's hard enough for me to clear a D rank. What kind of monster is that? I once thought the monsters in C-rank hidden maps were ridiculous, but I didn't expect there to be even more ridiculous ones. Which capable person named Lin Xiao managed to collect all the guide fragments so quickly? I thought A rank was impossible for humans, and now even S rank has been cleared? On Gaomu, Wang Jinping, who had finished his rest, was also stunned when he heard the broadcast notification. I thought Bai Yixue was my goal, but I didn't expect there to be a dark horse, clearing S rank. This Lin Xiao has already collected the fragments. Bang! A monster made of piled stones was shattered with one punch. The man retracted his fist and looked up at the sky. Bai Yixue's name still shone, but Lin Xiao, who had risen to 5th place, seemed to have stolen some of her glory. Damn it! I'm already struggling with A rank hidden maps. What kind of monsters can clear S rank? And it's not even Bai Yixue. It's an unheard of name. Master was right. There's always someone better, and I shouldn't underestimate any opponent, even if I have the rare class, Exploding Fist Master. In the jungle, Jiang Ningxue was healing her teammate. When she heard that Lin Xiao had cleared an S-rank hidden map, she couldn't help but look up at the sky in surprise. Lin Xiao is that amazing? He can even clear S-rank. She had just discovered an A-rank hidden map, but couldn't clear it, so she had to retreat to recuperate. The great sword was pulled out of the giant Black Panther. The burly man looked at the ranking in the sky and couldn't help but say, that Bai Yixue suppressing those self-proclaimed geniuses from Zhongzhou imperial capital is already impressive enough, but I didn't expect there to be another master. I really want to meet that guy named Lin Xiao. Outside the examination hall, many people also noticed Lin Xiao, who suddenly entered the top 5. He didn't slowly climb in, but rushed straight to 5th place, sparking many speculations. Top 5, that's my student, Principal Qi. Oh no! Teacher Qi Bai. Just get ready to take up a position at my school. Seeing Lin Xiao rush into the top 5, Jiang Ming shouted excitedly, thoroughly beating the guy who had been mocking him. At this moment, Qi Bai was also very shocked, completely not expecting Lin Xiao to suddenly rush into the top 5. Don't celebrate prematurely, we bet on Lin Xiao becoming the top scholar. This is only 5th place. You can be stubborn. Lin Xiao will soon rush to 1st place. In the invigilation room, the news of Lin Xiao clearing the S-rank hidden map also became known to them. Ho! A big dark horse. Someone actually cleared an S-rank hidden map. So fast, who is it? Could it be the hot favorite for top scholar? Bai Yixue. No, it's an unheard of name, Lin Xiao. Lin Xiao? I think I heard the dean discussing this name before. Where's the dean then? I don't know. He seems to have been called to a meeting. A meeting? Now? It seems quite serious. I heard words like traitor and absolutely unforgivable. Traitor? Absolutely unforgivable? Could it be that the dean's corruption has been discovered? Don't talk nonsense without evidence. You'll get me killed. Just as everyone was shocked by Lin Xiao's incredible feat of clearing the S-rank hidden map, Lin Xiao lay on the ground, resting, feeling utterly drained. After fighting all night, he finally managed to kill the S-rank elite monster. No, this could no longer be considered an elite monster. It could completely serve as a boss. This monster actually hard-controlled me all night. After resting sufficiently, Lin Xiao got up. It wasn't his body that was tired, but his spirit. The monsters in the S-rank hidden map were indeed formidable and very strange, especially after they went berserk and split into 4. While fighting one, the other 3 would rapidly regenerate health. This directly limited Lin Xiao from using large area skills, and he couldn't even activate killing intent fluctuation. Otherwise, he would fall into an infinite loop and be unable to kill them at all. This is even more disgusting than the 3 lizards in the special training room that had to be killed simultaneously. Although the monster's ability was abnormal, the rewards were still good, with a direct reward of 50,000 points. He instantly jumped to that position. It's a pity there's no point doubling item, otherwise, I could have gotten plus 100,000 directly, instantly closing the gap with Bai Yixue. This was a minor flaw. After all, it was a temporarily discovered S-rank dungeon, so it was normal not to have too many preparations. He came before the treasure chest and opened it immediately. Points plus 10,000. He directly gained 10,000 points, pushing him up another rank. Treasure chests only have two types of rewards: points and point-doubling items. The points are random, and the higher the difficulty of the hidden map, the more points you get. Lin Xiao directly received 10,000 points, which was the maximum reward. After resting, Lin Xiao continued deeper into the forest, unknowingly arriving at a boundary. More precisely, it was the boundary of the second stage of the Secret Realm dungeon. Extremely dangerous ahead. Requires 100,000 points to enter. The third stage requires 100,000 points. Inside should be the third stage of the Secret Realm dungeon. The third stage seems to be the assault stage. Lin Xiao hesitated, wondering whether he should go in. The third stage is the assault stage, meaning it's also the final stage. After defeating the boss, one can successfully clear this dungeon. But Lin Xiao looked at the ranking in the sky. He hadn't reached first place yet. Should I continue grinding in the forest for a while, or go in now? Lin Xiao found it hard to decide. The top 3 positions seem close, but it's very difficult to surpass them, as they won't just wait there for you. And looking at Bai Ishua's momentum, she has probably already collected all 5 guide fragments. Once she defeats the S-rank Hidden Maps elite monster, she will surely open up a large gap. If she has a double points item, that gap will be even larger. So Lin Xiao wanted to take a risk. Being the one to defeat the boss might yield additional point rewards. Of course, this was just Lin Xiao's guess, and it was unclear whether it was true. That's why he had to gamble. Lucky Spirit, use Ocean's Song. Lin Xiao suddenly summoned the Lucky Spirit. Talent, Random Luck, triggered. Ocean's Song receives a 10x boost. Holy crap! I got it. There's no reason not to go in now. Lin Xiao just wanted to try. If he got an 8x boost or higher, he would enter the third stage and gamble. He didn't expect to get a 10x enhancement directly. This was the first time. The Lucky Spirit rolled her eyes at her master. Was she called out to be a coin toss? Chapter 83. After agreeing, Lin Xiao began the third phase. The dungeon's guiding path appeared, pointing towards the snow-capped peak. Is that where the boss is located? Lin Xiao didn't hesitate and immediately headed there. A nightmare-level boss definitely wouldn't be weak, so he had to seize the time. Zhang? A cold gleam appeared, and Lin Xiao's body involuntarily shivered as a chilling aura swept over him. Vaguely, he saw a sharp long sword slashing towards his face. Clang! The Death Knight instantly appeared, blocking the sword. Its gaze was sharp, immediately locking onto the ambush attacker in the snow. Frost Zombie Swordsman. Level 15. Quality normal. Status enhanced.
Constitution, 50 000.
Strength 3,000. Intelligence 100. Magic power 2,000. Spirit 500. Agility 1,500. Skills: Freezing Slash, Blizzard Storm, Sword Domain. Swallow's Return. Having seen many elite monsters in hidden maps, seeing a normal monster no longer evoked much feeling. Even though its attributes were absurd, it would already be considered a boss-level monster outside. Buzz. After being forced back, the frost zombie immediately sheathed its sword, releasing sword energy. It gripped the hilt, making a drawing motion. The frost zombie swordsman has activated Sword Domain. Swallow's Return. Entering its domain will result in powerful attacks. Abyssal Eye immediately gave a warning. Can your sword slash magic? Lin Xiao smiled. In his opinion, the frost zombie using this move was essentially turning itself into a punching bag. He summoned the slime, and the Lucky Spirit then cast Song of the Ocean, providing buffs to everyone. Talent, Random Luck, triggered. Song of the Ocean's effect is double. The slime's magic was immediately unleashed, several spells simultaneously blasting towards the frost zombie. The moment the magic entered the sword domain, the frost zombie moved. its sword instantly unsheathed, as fast as lightning, striking down several incoming spells. But at that moment, the Death Knight, riding its undead warhorse, charged in front of the frost zombie. Its shadow spear thrust out fiercely, immediately heavily injuring it. The Spider Prince appeared like a phantom at the spot where the frost zombie was knocked down. Can a cold corpse bloom into a beautiful rose? Flesh bloomed, but the anticipated rose did not appear. The Spider Prince couldn't help but shake his head. There is no elegance in cold things. Hoofbeats echoed mightily as the Death Knight charged again, with 3 shadows of war following in a combined assault, their momentum like a million-strong army. Too late to dodge, the frost zombie instantly perished, dying tragically beneath the shadow spear. Successfully killed frost zombie swordsman. Points plus 2,000. Talent, Death Siphon, triggered. Constitution plus 25,000. Strength plus 1,500. From the start to the end of the battle, less than 30 seconds passed. Sorry, we have more people on our side. The hidden map in the second phase only had 1 monster. To catch up on progress, they directly ganged up on it, resolving the battle as quickly as possible. After all, this was a summoner's advantage. Coming in isn't just about fighting the boss directly. There's also an opportunity to enhance the Death Knight's combat power. Continuing along the path, they encountered many ice and snow monsters along the way. These monsters were all enhanced, almost having boss-level strength if they were outside. Could it be that all the monsters on this entire snow mountain have been enhanced? Lin Xiao looked towards the peak. It was normal for a dungeon to have 1 or 2 monsters specifically enhanced, but only the power of the temple could enhance so many monsters. The appearance of the temple has always been a mystery, its origin untraceable. The temple possesses immense power, capable of helping ordinary humans awaken their professions, and also manages all dungeons except for the Abyss. However, the temple cannot interfere with dungeons. After a wild dungeon is cleared, its power can be used to connect it, just like the Adventurers Association. Of course, dungeons that were created are an exception. Approaching the summit, the temperature dropped further. Many ice sculptures stood nearby, in various poses, but most maintained a combat stance. Frozen Mage. Frozen here by the effect of Eternal Freezed. Frozen Blood Warrior. Frozen Storm Sage. Frozen. Are these ice sculptures all examinees? Lin Xiao curiously examined the ice sculptures before him. The frozen people were quite old, not examinees. Are they professionals who died challenging the dungeon before? Lin Xiao was somewhat puzzled. This dungeon was created by Imperial Capital University, so it should try to avoid deaths as much as possible. Rumble? Suddenly, an ice sculpture collapsed. Lin Xiao looked over and saw the slime cautiously retreating with a shifty gaze. If it breaks, it breaks. The dungeon will reset and it will restore itself. Passing by, Lin Xiao roughly counted at least 2 or 3 dozen such ice sculptures. All were deceased professionals. Ahead, an ice altar stood, with a young girl suspended above it. Her sky-blue hair cascaded to her waist, and she wore an ice-blue long dress that concealed her graceful figure. Her face was as flawless as carved jade, like the most perfect creation from the heavens. Her eyebrows trembled slightly, as if she were deep in a beautiful dream. From afar, she resembled an ice porcelain doll trapped on the altar. Is this the final boss of the dungeon? She's too beautiful. Lin Xiao couldn't help but exclaim. Snow Girl Doll Boss. Level 15. Quality Epic. Status Constitution Enhanced, Temple Suppression, Attribute Reduction, Damage Suppression.
Constitution, 5 millions.
Strength 100. Intelligence 1,000. Magic Power 5 million. Spirit 4,679. Agility 0. Talents Ice Soul Heart S rank. Ice God's Favor S rank. Extreme Freezing A rank. Ice and Snow Domain releases a powerful ice and snow field, reducing all creatures' ice resistance by -50%. Freezing wind releases a powerful freezing storm, guaranteed to freeze enemies hit. Ice storm releases 4 powerful ice dragon tornadoes. Ice burst detonates frozen ice, causing massive damage. Hell ice gale. This was the first epic quality boss Lin Xiao had ever seen. But when he saw the boss's attributes, he was completely stunned. 5 million HP? This has to be a joke. This is even more outrageous than the evil dragon head. Lin Xiao couldn't help but complain. Although it was enhanced, it also had 3 layers of weakening suppression. Is Imperial Capital University afraid the boss would instantly kill us? If they had that concern, why put such a strong boss here? Lin Xiao didn't understand, nor did he want to. The current problem was how to deal with the boss before him. If I can get into close combat, using the Death Knight's killing intent fluctuation, there's still a chance. Chapter 84. The idea was nice, but the opponent's talent was terrifying, making continuous close-quarters combat nearly impossible. Ice Soul Heart. Release Ice-type skills without chanting. This meant the Snow Girl doll could unleash all her skills instantly, without any cast delay. Ice God's Favor. Ice-type skill damage increased by 200%, range increased by 100%, and causes spread damage upon target kill. This talent was also ridiculously strong, especially during team battles or when there were many monsters. One skill dropped, and fireworks would immediately erupt on the spot. Extreme Freezing. 50% chance to trigger a freezing effect when attacking an enemy. Although it seemed like only 50%, combined with the Snow Girl doll's other skills, it could almost achieve 100% freezing. This boss is a bit tricky. If only I could use items. Lin Xiao frowned, contemplating how to deal with the boss before him. Just then, a mechanical electronic voice rang out. The assault is about to begin. Please cause as much damage to the boss as possible. For every 1 point of damage dealt, 1 point is gained. Upon death, you will exit the Secret Realm dungeon. The final points obtained will be considered the final score. Huh? Not killing, but gaining points through damage. Lin Xiao hadn't expected such a mechanism. If that was the case, it was his strong suit. The Death Knight's killing intent fluctuation's 5% HP reduction could deal 250,000 damage, which translated to 250,000 points. He could instantly surpass Bai Yixue and leave everyone else behind. It seemed he had bet correctly. Whoosh! A cold wind swept in. The Snow Girl doll opened her eyes, her ice-blue pupils reflecting snowflake patterns. The ice and snow domain was instantly released. The surrounding temperature plummeted rapidly, covering the entire snow mountain. Slime, prioritize using the purification spell on us. Offense is secondary. Lin Xiao quickly instructed. The powerful freezing ability was tricky and could easily interrupt the Death Knights and their allies' combat frequently. Fortunately, he had many healers. The Slime, the Lucky Spirit, and the teammate healer chosen for the dungeon, providing ample logistical support. The Snow Girl doll slightly raised her hand, and a terrifying freezing wind blew towards the group. A guaranteed freezing skill. Lin Xiao didn't hesitate and immediately activated an equipment skill. Roar. Evil Dragon Roar. The dragon's roar shook the sky. The Snow Girl doll's skill was forcibly interrupted, and the freezing wind came to an abrupt halt. The Death Knight seized the opportunity and immediately launched an attack. His mask flashed red, and he instantly appeared before the Snow Girl doll. Holy crap! How am I supposed to fight something with a built-in fountain of youth? Lin Xiao was shocked. He thought the altar was only meant to suppress the Snow Girl doll, but he never expected it to also be a continuous life recovery ability. Whoosh! The stun ended, and 4 ice tornadoes suddenly surged up, rushing towards Lin Xiao like 4 raging dragons, destroying everything in their path. With a slight lift of her hand, the ice shards carried by the ice tornadoes turned into countless sharp ice cones, launching attacks from all directions. The savage mechanical ox immediately shielded Lin Xiao. Its massive body now served as the best shield against the wind and snow. Its body was constantly hit by ice and snow attacks, and some parts had already begun to freeze. Feeling his limbs stiffen, The Goblin King looked up at the ice storm in the sky and shouted, "Priest, it is your time to make a sacrifice." The Goblin Priest looked up, joined his two fingers, and fiercely plunged them into his own heart. The Goblin Priest has completed the sacrifice. All resistance increased by 50%, and damage increased by 10%. Temporarily abandon defense and attack the Snow Girl doll directly. Lin Xiao quickly equipped the glory set and simultaneously summoned the blood demon. Glory be with us. The glory set shone brightly. Damage reduction plus damage sharing. Facing such a large-scale area attack, it was impossible to block, and there was no need to block, because he didn't need to defeat the boss. He just needed to gain enough points from the Snow Girl doll. Besides, he had 3 healers providing support, so why bother defending? Receiving the command, the savage mechanical ox gave up guarding Lin Xiao and dragged its nearly frozen body up.
Annihilation commence.
Thud! The giant axe was lifted fiercely and chopped towards the Snow Girl doll. The terrifying impact struck the ice altar directly. The Death Knight also stopped guarding and charged forward against the powerful ice and snowstorm. The Goblin King was wreathed in lightning, as if possessed by the god of thunder, leading the goblin warriors in a charge. If the Snow Girl doll's damage hadn't been greatly weakened, this desperate fighting style would have led to a complete annihilation before we even got close. In the forest, students who were diligently earning points noticed the changes in the rankings. Lin Xiao's name instantly topped the charts, and his points left everyone else far behind. What happened? How did Lin Xiao suddenly shoot up to first place? Holy crap! Over 500,000 points. What did he do? Oh my god! Am I seeing things? Did the dungeon break? Suddenly skyrocketing to over 500,000. How is anyone supposed to play? It's the 3rd phase assault battle. Lin Xiao went to fight the boss. Damn. There's a flash of light coming from the direction of the snow mountain. Lin Xiao must be fighting the boss. Lin Xiao's sudden surge on the scoreboard immediately made many think of the 3rd phase of the exam. Otherwise, it would be impossible for him to gain so many points. No way, I need to go to the 3rd phase. If this continues, I won't even see his dust. At this moment, Lin Xiao's points had reached 600,000. However, when some people tried to enter the 3rd phase, they were stopped by the 100,000 point threshold. However, the top 20 geniuses on the leaderboard had already surpassed this threshold. But once they entered, what awaited them was an endless ice and snow storm. At the peak of the snow mountain, Lin Xiao recalled the low HP Spider Prince back into the summoning space. He was an assassin and couldn't withstand too many attacks. Furthermore, reducing personnel also eased the pressure on the slime and his companions. Something's not right. Something's very right. My HP is dropping too fast. Lin Xiao took an attack and found that 1/3 of his HP was gone. This was after damage sharing, which was completely different from before. It seemed the Snow Girl doll's damage had increased, but besides her talents, she didn't have any other amplification abilities. Just then, a mechanical electronic voice rang out. The Snow Girl doll has entered berserk state. Warning. The ice altar has been damaged due to an unknown reason. The Snow Girl doll's power can no longer be effectively suppressed. Lin Xiao. Boom! Before Lin Xiao could figure out what was going on, the savage mechanical ox crashed to the ground. That single blow almost instantly killed it. Chapter 85. The temperature was getting lower and lower, and the cold wind permeated the skin and bone marrow like it was everywhere. A frostbite pattern appeared above Lin Xiao's head. The altar of ice is damaged. Could it have been broken by me? Lin Xiao was shocked, but he felt it was impossible because that altar had the power of the sanctuary. Even if he fought for 100 years, it wouldn't break. But the altar was indeed broken, because the Snow Girl doll's suppression gradually weakened, and her strength began to recover. Snow Girl doll boss. Level 30. Quality, epic. Status, constitution enhancement, attribute suppression, damage suppression.
Constitution, 5 millions.
Strength, 1,000. Intelligence, 5,000. Magic power, 5 million. Spirit, 4,679. Agility, 0. Skills, a level 30 boss? Lin Xiao exclaimed. After the sanctuary suppression lost its effect, the Snow Girl doll also recovered to her previous level. Without any hesitation, Lin Xiao immediately called back the Death Knight and the others. A boss of this level was simply not something he could deal with. The Snow Girl doll used Forbidden Ice Domain. You cannot leave the dungeon. Just as Lin Xiao was still surprised that he couldn't leave the dungeon, the mechanical electronic voice immediately sounded. Warning. Dungeon protection mechanism is temporarily failure. It has been detected that you are in an extremely dangerous area. Please leave immediately. Warning. Dungeon protection mechanism is temporarily failure. It has been detected that you are in an extremely dangerous area. Please leave immediately. Warning. Dungeon protection mechanism is temporarily failure. It has been detected that you are in an extremely dangerous area. Please leave immediately. 3 consecutive warnings, each more urgent than the last. Protection mechanism failure? Lin Xiao instantly became uneasy. Generally, man-made dungeons have a protection mechanism. Upon death, one is forcibly exited from the dungeon and does not truly die. Now that the protection mechanism is failure, it means that if he dies in the Secret Realm dungeon, he will truly die. It's a dungeon made by the Imperial Capital University. Why does it keep having problems? Lin Xiao couldn't help but complain. Abyssal demons easily snuck in, and now even the dungeon itself had problems. But Lin Xiao didn't have time to dwell on such matters now. Instead, he was thinking about how to survive. The altar of ice completely shattered, and the Snow Girl doll floated out from it. Her snowflake-like pupils held a hint of confusion as she looked around, then locked onto Lin Xiao. Whoosh! Snow and wind blew, and an ice-blue ripple instantly swept out, freezing everything around. The Death Knight and the others were frozen into ice sculptures before they could even react. Death Knight suffered fatal damage. Talent Dark Kin triggered. Undead Warhorse died in its place. Death Knight has died. Cannot be summoned within 24 hours. Slime has died. Cannot be summoned within 24 hours. Savage Mechanical Ox has died. Cannot be summoned within 24 hours. Lucky Spirit has died. Cannot be summoned within 24 hours. Goblin King has died. Cannot be summoned within 24 hours. You suffered fatal damage. Grass Set triggered. Annihilation. Lin Xiao had, after all, underestimated the power of the Snow Girl doll. If not for the Grass Set, he would probably have been instantly killed too. A trace of doubt flashed in her snowflake pupils. The Snow Girl doll looked at Lin Xiao curiously, as if pondering why he hadn't been frozen into an ice sculpture. You started it, so don't blame me. Although there was a rule against using items, he was almost dead now. If he didn't use them, was he going to take these things to his grave? Lin Xiao immediately activated the Imperial Command Badge's protection ability and simultaneously equipped the Evil Dragon equipment. Roar! Evil Dragon roar! After a brief stun, Lin Xiao quickly took out and drank a recovery potion, then immediately activated his talent ability. Do you want to consume 150,000 HP to increase your spirit to 10,000 points? Yes. Lin Xiao's spirit attribute instantly reached a terrifying 10,000 points. He quickly took out a one-time skill Mental Impact. This was obtained from a treasure chest in the Daylight Yaksha dungeon. Mental Impact inflicts a mental attack on the target, causing them to enter a weakened state, lasting for 1 minute. The Snow Girl doll broke free from the stun and was about to attack again when a powerful mental impact forcibly interrupted her skill. A hint of pain appeared on her tender face, and she occasionally patted her head. It worked, and the effect is quite good. Seeing the Snow Girl doll's reaction, Lin Xiao breathed a sigh of relief. The Snow Girl doll's level was so high, and her quality was even epic. He was afraid the skill's effect wouldn't be ideal. After Mental Impact succeeded, Lin Xiao quickly took out another skill, Mental Capture. Mental Capture initiates a mental attack on a single target. If successful, captures them as a mental slave. Note: the greater the difference in spirit, the easier it is to fail. Since he couldn't beat her, he would just capture her as his summoned beast. A mental eye appeared above the snow girl doll's head, staring intently at her. After doing all this, Lin Xiao began to wait. He was 80% confident of success. This skill came from the Lot's abyssal monster that Brother Hui mentioned. He didn't know how strong Lot's was, but it was definitely stronger than Serena Cursefrost and those abyssal demons. After all, even Venus Blessing struggled against Lot's mental attacks, but it was a fatal blow to Cursefrost. From this, one could see the power of the skill. However, to be on the safe side, Lin Xiao still temporarily boosted his own spirit attribute using his talent. After all, he only had one such skill. If it failed, he would never have another chance. Buzz. The mental eye suddenly glowed, then landed on the snow girl doll. Immediately, Lin Xiao felt a connection with the snow girl doll. The next second, the snow girl doll transformed into a brilliant blue light and entered Lin Xiao's body. Looking into his summoning space, Lin Xiao saw the sleeping snow girl doll. Congratulations on successfully capturing the snow girl doll. Because the level difference between you and the snow girl doll is too great, the snow girl doll's level has been reduced to level 18. Although her level has dropped, it's not like it can't be restored. And a dual S-rank talent and an epic quality summoned beast. Lin Xiao was incredibly excited just thinking about it. Most importantly, the snow girl doll was very pleasing to the eye. Ding! Since you successfully captured a summoned beast for the first time, you have achieved first capture. First capture. Summoned beast intimacy increased to 100%. Never betrays. Ding! Successfully captured an epic quality summoned beast for the first time, achieving Super Hunter. Obtained an S-rank talent. Super Hunter. Capture success rate plus 10%. Additionally increases the maximum level of summoner skills learned. Obtained talent, Lucky Dice. S-rank. He consecutively obtained 2 achievements and an S-rank talent. Lin Xiao didn't expect capturing the snow girl doll to yield so many rewards. It seems it's not all bad after all.